Now, fans, we are all part of a community, and we play a key role in keeping our community safe. So while you're watching the match, keep an eye out for suspicious activity. Together, we can protect our community. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities. Fans, you can now access the official NCAA digital game program on your mobile device, tablet, or laptop free of charge. Visit ncaa.com/game programs for an inside look at today's championship. For an inside look at today's championship. the 2018 NCAA Division II Women's Volleyball Championship Regional here in Bellingham, Washington. Tonight's championship match features the Western Washington University Vikings versus the Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes. Fans, at this time, please welcome to the mic from Western Washington University, Abby Phelps, and from Cal State San Bernardino, Hannah Barrett. They will be reading the game environmental statement.
Hello and welcome to today's match between the Western Washington Vikings and the Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes. We see this volleyball court as an extension of our classroom environment where we learn dignity and respect for others.
Today we ask for your enthusiastic support of your team. We also ask that you support the student athletes from both institutions by honoring our request to treat all fans, officials, coaches, and student athletes with respect. Thank you.
Fans, at this time, we'd like to ask you to rise if you are able and remove your hats. It is time now to honor America as the Western Washington University Band plays our national anthem. Now let's meet the lineups for this evening's contest. First, from Cal State San Bernardino, the Coyotes, number 1, Maura Murphy. Number 4, Nicole Twybuena. Number 6, Michaela Grove. Number 7, Adriana Brain-Rostro. Number 9, Amy Armstrong. Number 10, Diana Maley. Number 21, Joanna Len Garcia. Number 39, Haley Jackson. The starters for the Coyotes, a 5'11 sophomore outside hitter, number 3, Alexis Cardoza. A freshman outside hitter, number 8, Asia Clark. A junior outside hitter, number 12, Sasha Dominique. A sophomore libero, number 13, Lalia To'o-Malatai. A senior defensive specialist, number 14, Hannah Barrett. A senior setter, number 15, Jayanne DeHogue. A sophomore middle blocker, number 18, Jalen Hayes. The Coyotes are coached by Kim Chernus. Kim is assisted by Danny Scott and Mike Gutierrez. Now, the lineup for the Western Washington University Vikings. Number 12, Chloe Biscup. Number 17, Tess Biscup. Number 7, Jocelyn Beaupre. Number 13, Olivier Fairchild. Number 22, Gabby Gunterman. Number 10, Taylor Lyle. Number 20, Janae Payne. Here are the starters for the Western Washington University Vikings. A senior center, number 1, Brett Bozo. Sophomore outside hitter, number 9, Allison Davenport. Senior middle blocker, number 8, Michaela Hall. Junior middle blocker, number 11, Kaylee Harper. Senior outside hitter, number 5, Abby Phelps. Senior libero, number 15, Aubrey Stevens. And junior defensive specialist, number 21, May Thung. The Vikings are coached by Diane Flick-Williams. Diane is assisted by James Suh, Bryce Larson, and Brad Saindon.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this much anticipated matchup between Western Washington and Cal State San Bernardino for the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Championship. My name is Sean Church, providing play-by-play for tonight's match. We see the number 1 team in the nation squaring off against the number 2 team in the nation. It's going to be a lot of fun here. A lot of electricity, a lot of hard work, determination. And the winner of this match will move on to the Elite 8 on November 29th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Both teams getting ready to start here. Big crowd on hand here in Bellingham, Washington, on the campus of Western Washington University at Weeku Court to watch these two very talented teams square off. Both teams chomping at the bit to get started. The road to get here is pretty smooth for both teams in this tournament. Vikings, the first match on Thursday, beat Cal State East Bay in straight sets. Then yesterday beat Cal Poly Pomona in straight sets. Cal State San Bernardino on Thursday beat Chaminade in straight sets and beat Central Washington University yesterday in 4 sets, and we are underway here. And Cal State San Bernardino puts it away for the first point. With the kill, we got Michaela Grove, the sophomore from Riverside, California, to transfer from UC Riverside. The Coyotes are up 1-0 early as Tola Malatai gets the serve. And she gets the ace. Lalia Tola-Malatai, the sophomore, Oak Hills High School, Arcadia, California. Cal State San Bernardino up 2-0 early. Bolzel over the Harper, deflected, and it goes out of bounds. So the Vikings are now on the board. Subs on the floor for the Vikings. Taylor Lyle in the game now, Michaela Hall in the game, Kaylee Harper and Aubrey Stevens out. You can see that replay, deflected off the Coyotes player and out of bounds. Taylor Lyle, the senior from Seaholm High School, just down the road, Bellingham, Washington with the serve. Cardoza right there. DeHogue over to Dominique. That's dug out by Thong. Bozel cross court to Phelps. Good placement. DeHogue right there. Out of system play. Tola-Malatai to Asia Clark, and that's a good dig by Davenport. Phelps over the Thong, and she hits it into the net. So point Cal State San Bernardino as Harper comes in for Lyle, and Stevens comes in for Harper, comes right back out for Cal State San Bernardino. Grove comes out, and Hannah Barrett in the game. She's going to serve. Hannah Barrett, the 5'8" senior from Citrus Valley High School, Highland, California, is going to serve. Midway serve between the back and the line. Good serve. Bozel give and go to Phelps, and good block by DeHogue. Bozel back to Phelps, and that's deflected. Cardoza right there. DeHogue over to Dominique. Dominique puts it away. First team All-CCAA selection with the kill. And the Coyotes are up early, 4-1. Barrett's going to serve here again. Midway serve. Thong right there. Bozel behind her back to Hall. And that's a good dig by Barrett. DeHogue over to Cardoza. And Cardoza puts it through. 5-1, Cal State San Bernardino up early, and Barrett's going to serve again. So these two teams met earlier this year. They shared a 5-set thrilling match with Western Washington winning in 5 sets. Phelps, that one put away by Phelps. GNAC Player of the Year, all-time GNAC leader in kills, all-time Western Washington University leader in kills, puts it away for the Vikings, and they trail by 2. Phelps going for the back corner. Tolamalatai off her hands, and the Vikings get a much-needed point here. It is 5-2. The Hogue over to Dominique, and she dug out by Bozel, but it goes out of bounds. So Dominique with another kill. Saucer Dominique, her second kill of the match. She does a great job of squaring up her body, hitting it into the middle of the court. Asia Clark with the serve in. Good eyes by the Vikings to let that one go long. Service error by Cal State San Bernardino. Vikings with the point. Gabby Gunnerman, the redshirt freshman, comes in the game now for May Thung. And Abby Phelps is going to serve. Phelps with the right-handed serve. Good serve by the senior, the Hogue, over to Cardoza, and that one's blocked. Looked like that one was blocked by Allison Davenport. Point Vikings. Vikings trail by 2. You can see on this replay, great timing by the sophomore out of Auburn. Auburn Mountain View High School. Vikings down by 2 as Phelps with the serve. Asia Clark right there. The Hogue cross court to Cardoza, and another block. That one dug out by the Hogue, out of system play, and Cardoza puts that one away as it deflects out of bounds, and Cardoza gets a kill. Her second kill of the match. Cardoza, the CCAA Player of the Year, with the kill. Coyotes up by 3 in this first set. Davenport, that's dug out by Clark. And smart move by Gutterman for the give and go. Pushes it, but the Hogue right there. Out of system play. Over to Cardoza, and that one's dug out by Stevens. Honorable mention. And there we go. Gutterman puts it away. The redshirt freshman gets her first kill of the match. Vikings now down by 2. Michaela Hall out of the game now, replaced by the junior Kaylee Harper. And Aubrey Stevens, the senior, is going to serve. Aubrey Stevens, the senior, one of 5 seniors on the squad. And the Hogue tries the dump, but she hits it into the net, and the Vikings are down by 1. So 5-2 run by the Vikings as Stevens is going to serve again. Stevens, formerly known as Buckner, got married into offseason with the dig, but Cardoza puts it away. Cardoza now with 3 kills on the night. Grove replaces Barrett for Cal State San Bernardino. You can see great attack by California Collegiate Association, Athletic Association Player of the Year. She has 3 kills on the night. It's Phelps on the attack. The Hogue. Tolamalatai over to Cardoza. Tries to place it in the middle. Phelps right there. Bozel over to Davenport. That one dug out by the Hogue. Tolamalatai with the dive. A little bit of miscommunication between the Hogue and Grove. Vikings with the point. 8-7. Cal State San Bernardino up by 1. Great hustle by Tolamalatai. And Allison Davenport, the sophomore, is going to serve. Cross court to Grove. Stevens right there. Bozel over to Gutterman. Deflected and out. Gabby Gutterman, redshirt freshman out of Lake Stevens High School, Lake Stevens, Washington, gets the kill. She now has 2 kills on the night. And we are tied here at 8. The West Regional Tournament Championship held here at Weeku Court, campus of Western Washington University. And Allison Davenport with the ace. First ace of the night for the Vikings. And Davenport is going to serve again. Winner of this match will go on to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the Elite 8 on the 29th of November. And Hayes, who's in the game now, hits it right into the net, and the Vikings on a 4-0 run. And Davenport is going to serve again. Right-handed serve, just gets it over the net. Clark right there to Hogue. Behind her back to Cardoza. And a good block by Gutterman. Fantastic timing. But Cardoza with another kill. She now has 4 kills on the match. Coyotes trail by 1 here in the first set. Cardoza, the senior, first team All-CCAA Player of the Year. She's only a sophomore out of Chino Hills. Harper puts it away. Point Vikings as May Thung comes in the game now for Gabby Gunnerman. You can see Harper again with the power, hitting it into the middle of the court. No man's land. 11-9 Vikings, and great serve by Mei Thung. Ace. The Mei Thung Vikings are up by 3, biggest lead of the game so far. And Cal State San Bernardino calls a timeout. We're at the West Regional Championship here at Western Washington University. Vikings lead the Coyotes 12-9. We'll be right back.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Tournament. Final game of this tournament. Winner will go on to the Elite Eight. As you can see some replays from the first set. So, winner of this match will likely be the #1 seed in the tournament in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Last team to punch a regional ticket. All 7 other teams have played already, and that one is in there. Grove with the kill. Good bounce back by Cal State San Bernardino. They trail by 2. Wheeling Jesuit, Washburn, American International, Lewis, Tarleton State, Wingate, and Tampa all punch tickets already. This is the last match to determine the Elite Eight. As Harper, that's a great dig by DeHogue. That one goes out of bounds. Harper with the kill. Vikings up 13-10. Taylor Lyle in the game now. Michaela Hall, Kayla Harper, and Stevens out of the game for the Vikings. Lyle, defensive specialist, actually serving specialist. A good serve as Michaela's right there on the bump by Cal State San Bernardino, and the Vikings are up 14-10. Great timing by the senior, first team all GMAC selection, and Taylor Lyle is going to serve again for the Vikings. Another good serve as Tolamalatai has it go off her hands. Phelps with the placement. And good pancake by Clark, but they're going to say that one hit the ground. Good hustle by Clark. The Vikings with the point. Vikings now on a 14-5 run, and another timeout on the floor by Cal State San Bernardino. And we'll be right back.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship for the West Region. The #2 ranked Vikings facing off against the #1 ranked Cal State San Bernardino. Vikings up 15-10 here in this first half, and Taylor Lyle is gonna serve. Cal State jumped to a 5-1 lead, but since then a 14-5 run by the Vikings to take a 5-point lead. And that one goes long. Cardoza hits it long, and another point for the Vikings. They are on a 4-0 run 2 timeouts so far by Cal State San Bernardino. And Lyle is going to serve. Good serve by Lyle. Clark right there to Hogue over to Dominique. Deflected, and good attack by Dominique. Cal State San Bernardino stops the Vikings' 4-0 run. And Grove out of the game for Cal State San Bernardino, replaced by Barrett. Lyle replaced by Aubrey Stevens. And Hannah Barrett is going to serve for the Coyotes. Number 14. Serves midway between the line and the wall. Bozel over to Hall, to Hogue. Barrett to Clark, and that one's dug out by Thung. Bozel cross court to Phelps, and that one is blocked. Great block by Sasha Dominique. Cal State San Bernardino with 2 straight points. They trail by 4 as Barrett's going to serve again. Winner of this match goes on to the Elite 8 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on November 29th. Right-handed serve, Thung. Bozel bumps it over to Phelps. Cardoza right there, and that one goes out of bounds, so Phelps with the kill. 3 kills for Phelps on the night. GNAC Player of the Year. Vikings are up 17-12 here in this first set. Brett Bozel, one of 5 seniors on the team, with the serve. To Hogue, over to Dominique, and that one is blocked. And that one is out of bounds, just barely, so Dominique gets the kill. Sasha Dominique now with 4 kills on the match. Tied with Cardoza for the game high. Bozel over to Phelps, and Phelps puts that one away. 18-13 Vikings with the lead as Gabby Gunnerman replaces May Thung, and Phelps is going to serve. Vikings on a good run here. 5-point lead here in this first set. Tolamalatai back in the game now to Hogue, over to Cardoza, and that one is dug out by Phelps. Bozel over to Gunnerman, and that one goes off the side of her hand and out of bounds. So point Cal State San Bernardino. Jalen Hayes replaces Tolamalatai for Cal State San Bernardino, and Sasha Dominique with 4 kills on the night will get the serve. First team All-CCAA selection with the serve. And a little bit of an in-between decision by Stevens to either let it go or bump it. And she bumps it out of bounds. So ace for Sasha Dominique. Cal State San Bernardino with 2 straight points. They trail by 3 here. Sasha Dominique with the right-handed serve again. And great serve as that one goes off of Stevens into the net. So another ace by Cal State San Bernardino. We're going to go to a break. Cal State San Bernardino on a 3-0 run, but they trailed the Vikings 18-16. We'll be right back.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Tournament Championship between Cal State San Bernardino and Western Washington University. Vikings leading the Coyotes 18-16 here in this first set. Winner of this match will go on to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on the 29th for the Elite 8. Last region to determine the representative, as all other 7 regions have already determined who is representing them. Wheeling Jesuit, Washburn, American International, Lewis, Tampa, Wingate, and Tarleton State. And Cal State San Bernardino on a 7-2 run with another point out of the timeout. Good attack by Davenport, but good timing by Cardoza to block that one back. And Dominique is going to serve again. 4-0 run. 7-2 run for Cal State San Bernardino, and Jalen Hayes now with the block, and we are tied here at 18 apiece. See on this replay, Gutterman on the attack, but great timing by Jalen Hayes. He has been a defensive stopper here in this tournament, and Dominique's going to serve again. Out of system play, and the Vikings just have to tap it over. Barrett, Cardoza, and that one's blocked by the Vikings. Barrett over to Cardoza, good placement, Gutterman right there. Phelps on the attack, dug out by Barrett. Dominique, out of system play, over to Cardoza, hits it off the side of her hand. Gutterman right there, Bozel to Phelps, and a good dig by Dominique. It just has to be tapped over on the dump. Phelps, and that one, good dig by Barrett, out of system play again, and on the attack. Bozel over to Davenport, Dominique right there, Barrett over to Cardoza, another block, and tapped over by Hill, and Dominique just has to bump it over. Gutterman on the attack. It looks like they're gonna get Cal State San Bernardino for touching the net, so net violation by Cal State San Bernardino. Vikings with the point. Great rally by both teams here. 19-18 Vikings with the point. Cardoza puts it away. DeHogue back in the game now. She replaced Amy Armstrong, who's in the game for a little bit of time. And Barrett out of the game now. Grove back in. DeHogue. Setter of the year for the CCAA with the serve. Gutterman on the attack, deflected. Tolomaltai with the dig. Cardoza over to Clark, and she just has to tap it over as Phelps on the attack. Phelps, clutch kill for the senior. She has 6 kills, game high. And it looks like Allison Davenport's going to serve. Stevens thought she was serving. Davenport going to serve, and Stevens and Harper in the game now. Cardoza on the attack, a good dig by Stevens, and good hustle by Gutterman. But Cardoza with another kill. She now has 6 kills on the night. We are tied here at 20. 2 evenly matched teams. Faced earlier this year, Vikings won in 5 sets. We're at a different part of the season, but both teams still showing why they are the top 2 teams in the nation for Division II women's volleyball. And Cardoza is going to serve. Good serve by the senior, Bozel over the Harper. And good block by Cal State San Bernardino. DeHogue over the Grove, taps it over. And they're going to get the Vikings for touching the net. Net violation by the Vikings, and Cal State San Bernardino up 21-20 here in this first set. They regained the lead. San Bernardino started out hot with a 5-1 advantage. Vikings went up 16-10, and since then Cal State has been on the run. Harper puts it away for the Vikings. 4 kills for Harper. Thong replaces Gutterman for the Vikings. And we're tied here at 21 apiece. Just a type of match we all expected between the top 2 teams in the nation. Thong with the serve. Good serve by Thong. DeHogue cross court to Asia Clark, deflected, and Thong right there to dig it out. Bozel over the Phelps, and that's dug out by Tolomaltai. With good hustle by Cardoza. Tolomaltai bumps it over. Davenport. Bozel over the Harper, and a dig by Cardoza. 50-50 play, and Phelps puts it away. Phelps right at the net. 2 straight points by the Vikings. You can see there on the attack. Good dig by Cardoza, but that one crosses the net. Phelps right there to put it away. 22-21, Vikings with the lead. Thung over to Cardoza. Hits it. Good save by DeHogue. Clark blocked by the Vikings. Hayes taps it over. Davenport, Bozel over to Phelps. With the placement, DeHogue right there. Out of system play, Dominique actually checked that Tolomaltai to Cardoza, and that one's dug out by Stevens. Bozel over to Phelps. That one goes long. So point, Cal State San Bernardino. And at the time of the call, it looked like the officials gave the point originally to Western Washington, but was quickly changed to Cal State San Bernardino as that one went long, so we're tied here at 22. Phelps, good dive by Tolomalatai. Clark on the attack, dug out by Thung. Bolzel over to Davenport. That one's blocked by Dominique. Bolzel cross court to Phelps, and Phelps hits it into the net, and Cal State San Bernardino with the point. 2 straight points by Cal State San Bernardino. The Vikings call a timeout. We're going to go to the break here in this evenly matched regional final between Cal State San Bernardino and Western Washington University. Coyotes lead the Vikings 23-22. We'll be right back.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro. That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
And we are back here at Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Championship between Cal State San Bernardino and Western Washington University. And they're going to get Haley Harper for touching the net. And the Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes now 1 point away from taking this first set here in this championship match. Tolomalatai is going to serve. Right-handed serve for Tolomalatai. Stevens, Bolzel, over to Phelps. And that one is blocked. Good timing by the Coyotes. Asia Clark and Dominique over to Harper, and that one is dug out to Hogue. And that one blocked by Harper. Clutch block by the junior, and she's going to come out of this game. Lyle and Hall, Steve in the game, Stevens and Harper out. And a set-saving block. Cal State San Bernardino with another set point here. As Lyle's going to serve. Good serve by the senior. Cardoza to Hogue. Over to Asia Clark. Taps it over, and good placement by Asia Clark. And Cal State San Bernardino takes this first set 25-23. Both teams are going to switch benches here. And we're at the championship match here at the West Regional Tournament on the campus of Western Washington University. Cal State San Bernardino wins a very close first set, 25-23 over the Vikings of Western Washington University. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop.
High jumper. Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball West Regional Tournament Championship. Two schools facing off here, Western Washington University and Cal State San Bernardino. The Coyotes took the first set 25-23, ending on a 15-7 run. We're getting ready for this second set. As you can see, some replays from the first set. And it is as close as you could expect it between the top two teams in the nation. Let's go over some stats here from the first set. Leading the Vikings in kills, we have Abby Phelps with 7. Haley Harper with 4. 13 assists by Brett Bolzel. 4 digs by May Thung, 3 digs by Abby Phelps, and 3 digs by Aubrey Stevens. 3 team blocks by the Vikings, hitting percentage of 156. For Cal State San Bernardino, the CCAA Player of the Year, Alexis Cardoza, leads the team with 6 kills. 4 kills by Sasha Dominique. 13 assists by Jayanne DeHogue. 4 digs by DeHogue, 3 digs by Cardoza, 3 team blocks, and a hitting percentage of .237 as we get ready to start this second set. Last regional championship in the nation here for Division II women's volleyball. 7 teams have already punched their ticket to Pittsburgh for the Elite 8. Wheeling Jesuit, the representative of the Atlantic region. Central region represented by Washburn. East region represented by the surprise team of the tournament, American International, coming in as the 6th ranked team in that region. Lewis out of the Midwest region. Out of the South region, we got the University of Tampa. Southeast, we got Wingate. And Tarleton State representing the South Central region. And the West region to be determined. Cal State San Bernardino winning the first set, 25-23. They're getting ready to start this second set here. And Lailia Tolomalatai is going to serve for the Coyotes. Tolomalatai, the sophomore from Oak Hills High School, with the serve. Bozel over to Harper. The Vikings start out on top. 1-0, Harper with the kill. Harper now with 5 kills on the match. We're going to go to a sub on the floor as Harper comes out, Stephen comes out, Lyle back in, as well as Michaela Hall, and Lyle is going to serve. Lyle, one of 5 seniors on the team, to go with Michaela Hall, Stevens, Bozel, and Phelps. As Sasha Dominique puts it away. Dominique having a great match so far. 5 kills on the match. As Grove is replaced by Barrett. And serving, we got Hannah Barrett. Barrett, midway serve, Thung. Bozel over the hall, deflected, and that one's dug out by Barrett. DeHogue over to Dominique, and Phelps is right there. Bozel back to Phelps, give and go. And that one, good attempt by Cardoza, but Phelps puts it away. 2-1, Vikings lead here in this second set. See on this replay here, good dive by the sophomore Cardoza. Cal State San Bernardino. They trail by 1 as Bozel with the serve. DeHogue over to Clark. Good placement. And Phelps hits it out, so Clark with the kill. Point Coyotes. Asia Clark's going to serve for Cal State San Bernardino. Thung, Bozel over the hall, and that one's blocked, but out of bounds. Good timing by Cardoza. But Michaela Hall now with her second kill of the match. See on this great net view we have here at Wiku Court. Good timing by Cardoza, and Dominique goes out of bounds. Phelps is going to serve. As Gabby Gunnerman replaces May Thung for the Vikings. Clark right there to Hogue, cross court to Cardoza, and Cardoza puts it away. Hayes replaces Tolomalatai for San Bernardino, and Cardoza, as you can see on this replay, hits it into the middle of the corner. Too much power by the sophomore for the CCAA Player of the Year. 2 more years of eligibility after this year. Gunnerman on the attack, and she gets the kill. 4-3 Vikings with the lead. Hall out of the game. Kaylee Harper in. Dominique out of the game. Now Tolomalatai in for Cal State San Bernardino. Again, good timing by DeHogue and Hayes, but just too much power by Gunnerman as Cardoza, DeHogue, give and go to Cardoza. And the Vikings want to win this match. They're going to have to stop Cardoza, who now has 8 kills on the match. Barrett out of the game now. Grove back in. She shakes hands with her teammates as DeHogue. Good serve, no rotation on that serve, but Harper puts it away. Kaylee Harper now, 6 kills on the match. Vikings up 5-4. And no team has strung together 2 straight points this set. It's been back and forth for the first 9 sets. Actually 9 points. Stevens with the great dig. Phelps out of system play to Gunnerman, and that one goes out of bounds again. So 2 straight kills by Gunnerman that were blocked but went out of bounds. So the first 2-0 run of the set by the Vikings here. And Allison Davenport is going to serve, the sophomore. Good serve, and she gets the ace. Allison Davenport with the ace. 3-0 run for the Vikings, and Davenport is going to serve again. Right-handed serve. Asia Clark right there. DeHoe, good hustle over the Grove, and Grove hits it out. Out of bounds, 4-0 run. Vikings up 8-4. The Vikings had a 16-10 lead in the first set. Cal State San Bernardino came back and won 25-23. So no lead is safe here between the 2 top teams in the nation. Good block by the Vikings on the Grove attack. Phelps deflected. Clark digs it out. Tolamalatai, good hustle. DeHoe just has to hit it over. Phelps, Bozel over the Harper, and good block by Hayes to keep that one alive. Cardoza, DeHoe over the Grove. Another good dig by the Vikings. Phelps, Harper tries to push it over. DeHoe right in the place to hit it back. And Grove hits it wide. 5 straight points by Cal State San Bernardino. And Coach Kim Chernis wants a timeout. We're going to go to a break here. Cal State San Bernardino up 1-0 with the Vikings lead in this second set 9-4. We'll be right back.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
And we're back here at Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Championship for Division II women's volleyball between Western Washington University and Cal State San Bernardino. Top 2 teams in the nation facing off. Vikings up 9-4 in this second set. Cal State San Bernardino won the first set 25-23. Timeout on the floor by Cal State San Bernardino. Vikings on a 5-0 run. Good serve by Davenport. Tolamalatai over the Grove. Stevens right there. Bozel cross court to Gunnerman. And that one is in there. Gabby Gunnerman now with 6 kills on the match. The redshirt freshman with the put away. And we're on a 6-0 run. That one, it's the back line. 400 hitting percentage for Gunnerman on the night so far. DeHoe over to Cardoza, taps it over. Good placement by the sophomore. Much needed point by Cal State San Bernardino, and Cardoza is going to serve. Nice placement by the CCAA Player of the Year on the offensive side. Right-handed serve, good serve by the sophomore. Bozel dumps it over. And that's the first time all match she's done that. So good with that placement, deking the other team. Bozel with the dump. First kill of the match for Bozel. She has 19 assists and 2 digs on the night. Vikings with the point, up 11-5. Tolamalatai, DeHoe, good save. Thung right there. Bozel over the Harper, and that one dug out by DeHoe, and it is hit out of bounds. Vikings up 12-5. Kim Chernis talking to her team now. Vikings up 12-5. They have the momentum here. DeHoe over to Hayes. And good answer by Jalen Hayes as she comes out of the game now. Jalen Hayes, the sophomore from Cajun High School in San Bernardino. And Dominique replaces Hayes. Tolomaltai is going to serve. The libero hits it to the libero. And Phelps with the kill. Vikings on a 9-2 run here, up 13-6. As Stevens and Harper out of the game now. Lyle back in the game now, as well as Michaela Hall. Taylor Lyle, the serving specialist for the Vikings. Right-handed serve. Good serve by the senior. DeHogue or to Cardoza. Good dig by Lyle. Bozel over the Phelps. And that one's dug out by Tolomaltai. DeHogue over the Grove. Deflected by Phelps, but in there. Grove with the kill. And Grove now with 4 kills on the match as she comes out of the game now. Hannah Barrett back in. Hannah Barrett, the senior from Citrus Valley High School in Highland, California, is going to serve. Serves it. A little past the midway point between the back padding and the service line. 50-50 ball, and good hustle by Thung to dug that one out. Phelps puts it away. Phelps now in double digits. 14-7, Vikings with the lead. And Brett Bozel, the senior, is going to serve. Senior from Brewster High School in Brewster, Washington. Clark, 50-50 ball. Good hustle to try to get that one across. As Phelps on the attack, deflected, and Cardoza with the dive dig. Clark on the attack, dug out by Stevens. Cross court by Bozel over the Phelps. And another good dig by Cardoza. DeHogue over to Dominique, and she gets that one through. Sasha Dominique with the kill. Sasha Dominique now 6 kills on the match. First team all CCAA selection. And Asia Clark is going to serve. Asia Clark, the freshman, in a big spot for the Coyotes. She also gets to dig on the attack by Phelps. Barrett over to Cardoza. Good tap over. The Bulls are right there. Hall out of system play over the Phelps. Placement. Read like a book by the Coyotes. And Thung right there in right position to dig that Cardoza attack. And Allison Davenport with the kill. Davenport with her first kill of the match. Set up by the great defensive dig by Thung. Davenport with the kill, and Phelps is going to serve. Gunnerman back in the game now for Thung. Dominique deflected. Davenport right there. Bozel tapped over by Phelps. Good timing by Dominique. Another out-of-system play as Phelps just has to tap it over. Tolomaltai, DeHogue over to Dominique, and she puts it away. Sasha Dominique with 7 kills on the night, a .545 hitting percentage so far. Vikings up 15-9. Sasha Dominique gonna serve. Right-handed serve. Stevens right there. Bozel cross court to Gunnerman. Deflected in out of bounds. Redshirt freshman having a solid night here. Her 7th kill of the match. .455 hitting percentage as Sasha Dominique is replaced by Tolomaltai. Vikings up 16-9, but no lead is safe. The Vikings were up 16-10 in the first set. San Bernardino came back, deflected and out of bounds, but good hustle by Bozel, out of system play at Harper. Phelps, that one is dug out by Barrett. DeHogue over to Cardoza, deflected. Stevens right there. Good push by Harper, and that one hits the line. Harper with her 8th kill, the junior puts it away. Cal State San Bernardino with the timeout. Vikings up here in this second set, 17-9 at this West Regional Championship. We'll be right back.
These are your teams, your players, your community of fans. This is where they play, where they practice, where you cheer. At every meet, every event, every game. Your community is passionate, dedicated, supportive. You know the tension of a close game and the thrill of the win. So while you're cheering, keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of the Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
And welcome back to WWU Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Tournament Championship between the top two teams of the nation. You very rarely find the number 1 and number 2 ranked team in the same region fighting for the regional championship, but that's what we have here tonight. Cal State San Bernardino with the point. They trail by 7 here. They're up 1-0. They won the first set 25-23 after coming back from a 16-10 deficit. And they're going to try to do that here in this second set. The Vikings trying to go into the third set tied at 1 as Boesel over the Harper, and Harper puts it away. Harper with the kill. 9 kills on the match for Harper. And great teamwork by Boesel on the assist, her 25th assist of the night. And Allison Davenport, right-handed serve here. Clark to Hogue, cross court to Cardoza. That one is dug out by Phelps, but Cardoza right there, but that was blocked by Harper. Good timing by the junior. To Hogue over the Grove, who taps it over. Great placement by Grove. Fantastic deke by Michaela Grove, the sophomore from Riverside, California. The Vikings were getting prepared for the powerful attack by Grove, and she duped the Vikings on that play to get the kill. Grove now 5 kills on the match. Somehow, some way, Asia Clark gets it over the net. Those are the type of plays you need in this championship match. Grove just has to tap it over. Davenport, Boesel over the Harper, and another dig. Great defense by the Coyotes. Davenport, Boesel over the Harper, another dig by DeHogue, and another dig by Tola-Malatai to keep that play alive. Tola-Malatai over the Grove, and another dig by the Vikings, but fantastic defensive showing by the Coyotes. There were at least 3 or 4 times in that rally the Vikings look to be destined for the point. Cal State San Bernardino can attribute that point all to defensive digs and blocks and fantastic hustle here in this championship match. Winner go home. Cardoza with the serve. Phelps, Boesel over to Gunnerman, and that one's wide. 18-13. Cal State San Bernardino. 3 straight points. They're down 18-10. It's now 18-13. Boesel over the Harper, and Harper puts it away as that one hits the ground. Harper found the middle of the court. She now has 10 kills on the match, .429 hitting percentage. And a great response by the sophomore. Trying to stop the momentum here by Cal State San Bernardino. And Thung. Tough break for the Vikings. Cal State San Bernardino will take that point. Tola-Malatai is going to serve. Hayes out of the game now. Dominique back in. And Tola-Malatai is going to serve. Lalia Tola-Malatai, the sophomore, and she hits it long. Service error by both teams on back-to-back points. Lyle out. Actually, check that. Lyle back in the game now. Harper out. Stevens out. And Michaela Hall is back in for the Vikings. And Lyle is going to serve. 20-14. Vikings with the lead. As Taylor Lyle, right-handed serve over to Clark. DeHogue over to Dominique. And Davenport right there, but Dominique, too much power. Dominique now with 8 kills. Barrett replaces Grove for Cal State San Bernardino, and she's going to serve. As Lyle comes out of the game now, replaced by Stevens. Vikings up by 5 here. Coyotes trying to have another comeback like they did in the first set. No rotation served by Barrett. Over the Hall, and a good dig by Barrett. Tola-Malatai over to Cardoza. Stevens right there to dig it out. Boesel cross court to Phelps, and that's a good block by the Coyotes. Out of system play over to Phelps, and she finds the line. Good hustle by Tolamalatai, but Phelps with the kill. Phelps now 11 kills on the match. She hits the mid-outside line, and Bosel is going to serve. Brett Bosel, one of 5 seniors on the squad for the Vikings. Cal State San Bernardino with 3 seniors. And that one deflects and goes out of bounds. Dominique with another kill. Dominique, a very efficient night so far. 9 kills, but a .615 hitting percentage. That leads both teams. And Asia Clark, the freshman, is going to serve. Big spot for the freshman. And she gets the ace. And just like that, the Coyotes are down by 4. They were down 17-9. Since then, they've cut it to 4. As Phelps is right there. Good serve by Clark. Davenport dug out by Tolamalatai. On the attack, Bosel. Hall deflected by Dominique Barrett. Cross court to Dominique. And they're going to get the Vikings for touching the net. Net violation by the Vikings. As you can see, the net shaking there. Good call by the officials. And Diane Flick-Williams wants a timeout. Cal State San Bernardino trying to take this second set here at this regional championship. They only trail the Vikings by 3. We'll be right back.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us.
And welcome back to WWU Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Championship volleyball match between Cal State San Bernardino and the host, Western Washington University. Top 2 teams in the nation here. Cal State San Bernardino won the first set 25-23, and they're trying to steal the second set. Down 17-9, they now trail only by 3, 21-18. Very evenly played match between 2 evenly talented teams. Dominique on the attack. A good hustle by Barrett to Hogue or the Cardoza. That one's dug out by Stevens at the net. And that one out of bounds. The Vikings wanted a net touch. Not sure exactly what happened here. The officials are talking it over. No replay here at this regional tournament, and we'll see what happened. No replay, but you can see that the net was shaking. That could be a number of things. The officials are talking it over. The call stands. Cal State San Bernardino with the point. They trail by 2. And without replay here, it's very difficult. And they switch the call. So point Vikings, tough break for Cal State San Bernardino. And the officials changed the call, calling a net violation on Cal State San Bernardino as the crowd erupted behind me. But you're a Vikings fan, you're going to be biased no matter what. Cardoza bounces back. Great response by the sophomore. And Jalen Hayes replaces Tolamalatai. You can see on this replay, Cardoza smashes it through. And if that point wasn't reversed, they'd be trailing by 1, but they trail by 3 here as a net violation by Dominique. 23-20. Harper out of the game now. Hall back in. Vikings Hometown crowd here. Well represented in this regional championship. Cardoza, that one's blocked by Harper. And Jalen Hayes puts it away on the attack. Great assist by DeHogue. Barrett out of the game now, Grove back in. And again, Cal State San Bernardino very capable of coming back here as they did in the first set. Phelps, Bozel down to her knees to Davenport, and a great block by Jalen Hayes. Another point, 2 straight points by Cal State San Bernardino. The Vikings, they want to try to put away this second set and tie this thing back up at 1. San Bernardino just keeps chipping away. DeHogue right there. A great block by Hayes again. Out of system play over Davenport, but DeHogue right there to dig it out. Tola-Malatai over to Cardoza. Placement, Bozel, another out of system play. And that one goes long. Diane Flick-Williams is going to call a timeout here, and we're going to keep this here. Cal State San Bernardino with another great comeback here in this second set. Vikings led Cal State San Bernardino 17-9. And if I'm doing my math correctly, Vikings with 6 points. So 13-6 run by Cal State San Bernardino to chip away at this lead. The Vikings had a good break on their hands. Originally, a net violation wasn't called on the court. Officials got together, and they reversed the call, and the call wasn't reversed. Cal State San Bernardino would have the lead here. But a tough break for Cal State San Bernardino. Vital break for the Vikings. No replay here in this West Regional Tournament. Although during the regular season, Weku Court has replay. Each coach will had 3 challenges. These little green cards that they could give the official if they thought the call didn't go their way. But we're back here after the Viking timeout. Vikings have to gain back momentum here. Cal State with all of it on the run, 13-6 run. Jeanne DeHogue is going to serve, the senior setter of the year for the CCAA with the serve. Phelps right there, Bozel behind her back to Harper, and that one hits the line. It definitely hit the line, but it was also deflected. Doesn't matter, point Vikings, and Vikings now 1 point away as the crowd yells 1. They're trying to tie this thing up at 1. Davenport is going to serve. Right-handed serve, Cardoza right there, DeHogue. Back to Cardoza, give and go, Phelps right there, Bozel over the Harper, taps it over, and that's how the set's going to end. And it is as even as you would expect it between the top 2 teams in the nation. Coyotes won the first set 25-23, but the Vikings take the second set 25-22. And if things go like they're going now, we might have a 5th set between the top 2 teams in the nation, a treat for everybody. And we're going to go to a break. After the break here, we're going to start this 3rd set of this West Regional Tournament Championship. We'll be right back.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
And welcome back to WWU Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Tournament. Winner of this championship match will move on to the Elite Eight in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on November 29th. The West region, the last region to determine who's going to represent. Wheeling Jesuit is going to represent Atlantic, that Atlantic region. Washburn is going to represent the Central. American International, the surprise team of the East region, is going to represent them. Midwest region will be represented by Lewis. University of Tampa is going to represent the South region. Wingate is going to represent the Southeast region. And Tarleton State is going to represent the South Central region. And this West region will be represented by the two teams on the court here, both tied at one set apiece. The Vikings will start. Allison Davenport is going to serve. Davenport, the sophomore from Auburn Mountain View High School in Auburn, Washington. Right-handed serve here, and we're underway here in this third set. Tolamalatai, the Hogue, over to Cardoza. Gunnerman right there. Bosel, give and go to Gunnerman. And she hits that and deflects out of bounds, so point Vikings. Gabby Gunnerman with her 8th kill of the match so far, .357 hitting percentage, go along with 3 digs. The redshirt freshman having a solid night here in the championship match. And that one's in there. Allison Davenport with the ace. Just gets a tiny bit of white. And Davenport is going to serve again. 2-0 Vikings with the lead to start this third set. Grove. That one is dug out by Stevens. 50-50 ball. Harper right there. Tolamalatai over to Cardoza, and that one dug out by Stevens. Bosel over to Gunnerman, and Gunnerman hits it through. Gabby Gunnerman with her 9th kill of the match. As you can see on this replay here, she hits it in between Grove and Hayes. Cardoza too late on the dig attempt, and Davenport is going to serve again. An unfortunate service error, but good run to start this set by the Vikings. San Bernardino with their first point of the set, and Tolamalatai is going to serve. Lelia Tolamalatai, the sophomore from Oak Hills High School in California. Bosel over to Harper, and Harper puts it away. On that attack, hard to defend as Harper gets her 13th kill of the match. Gunnerman out, Mei Thung in. Mei Thung serving for the Vikings. Mei Thung, the junior with the serve, good serve. De Hogue over to Dominique. A good response by Sasha Dominique. Dominique having a great game of her own. Now tied with Cardoza with 11 kills apiece for the team high as Barrett replaces Grove for San Bernardino. And Barrett's going to serve. Good serve. Bosel over to Phelps, and that one's blocked by De Hogue, and that one is in there. Great defensive play by De Hogue on the block, and it hits the line. Great net view we have here at WWU Court. As you can see, just hits the line. Great play by the senior setter of the year in the CCAA. Coyotes trail by 1, but Harper bounces back with the kill. 14 kills for Harper on the night. She's replaced by Taylor Lyle. Michaela Hall replaces Aubrey Stevens. Kaylee Harper with 14 kills on the night, a .481 hitting percentage. To go along with a block. Lyle with the serve. DeHogue over the Clark, and Clark puts it through. Asia Clark with the kill for the Coyotes. Lyle out of the game now. Stevens back in. And Clark now with 3 kills on the night to go along with 3 digs and an ace. Clark serves. Thung, Bolzel over the hall. Dominique right there to Hogue. Dumps it over. Smart play by the senior. And we are tied here at 5. You can see on this replay, Vikings getting ready to try to block the attack by either Cardoza or Dominique. But smart play by the setter of the year. Good serve by Clark. Bolzel over to Phelps. And that one's dug out by Clark. To Hogue over to Dominique, and Dominique puts it away. Back and forth. This match living up to the expectations going in. We are tied here at 1 set apiece, and in this third set, Cal State San Bernardino up 6-5. They are on a 5-1 run. Phelps deflects it, and that's again dug out by Clark. Barrett over to Cardoza, and that one's in there. Great top spin by the sophomore CCAA Player of the Year, and Clark's gonna serve again. 4-0 run by the Coyotes. And Clark serve. Thung, Bolzel over the Phelps. And that one's blocked, but out of bounds. Clutch play by the senior. Phelps now with 12 kills on the night. GNAC Player of the Year, all-time leader in kills for the GNAC Conference and Western Washington University. And Brett Bolzel is going to serve. Also a senior, one of 5 seniors on a team. DeHogue over to Cardoza. And that is hard to defend as Cardoza now with 13 kills on the night, .282 hitting percentage. And she now leads the Coyotes in kills for the night. Sasha Dominique, first team All-CCA, is going to serve. Dumped over by Bolzel, but good hustle by Barrett. DeHogue over to Cardoza. Placement, Davenport right there. Bolzel over to Phelps, and she finds the blue. Abby Phelps with the kill. She now has 13 kills on the match. Thung replaced by Gutterman. Gutterman comes into the game now with 9 kills. And Phelps is going to serve. Phelps, Hall, Stevens, Bolzel, and Lyle, all seniors for the Vikings. Cardoza on the attack, dug out by Stevens. Phelps over the Gutterman, and that one's dug out by Tolomalatai. DeHogue over the Cardoza. Great block by the Vikings. Davenport and Hall. Cardoza deflected by the Vikings. Bolzel over to Gutterman. Taps it over. Good placement by the redshirt freshman, and she will get the kill. Gabby Gutterman now with 10 kills on the match. .412 hitting percentage. Great placement by the redshirt freshman from Lake Stevens as Abby Phelps will serve again. 2 straight points by the Vikings. And Abby Phelps throws it up in the air, right-handed serve, floats it over. Good serve by the senior, DeHogue over to Cardoza, and that's again blocked. And that one dumped over, but read like a book by the Vikings. Gutterman again, and that one gets it through. Gabby Gutterman having herself a night. 11 kills by Gutterman. .444 hitting percentage, and she is only a redshirt freshman. She will be here for 3 more years, just like Cardoza will be here for 2 more years for Cal State San Bernardino. Cardoza, and that one's in there. From this angle, did not look like it hit the blue, but nonetheless, point. And you can see on this replay, it definitely hit the line, so good call by the officials. Phelps, Bolzel over the Hall, and Hall puts it away. Vikings up 10-9. Michaela Hall, quiet so far with her 3rd kill, but the first team all GNAC selection, capable of hitting a run herself. A vital member of this team. Cardoza taps it over. Davenport, Bozel, over to Phelps. Throw back in the game for Barrett to Hogue. Over to Hayes, and Hayes hits it into the net, but it deflects and goes in. So 10-10, we are tied here again. All three sets so far, back and forth. See on this replay, great camera view we have here. Great job by Jalen Hayes to put that one through for the Coyotes. And that one's in there. Add an ace to her stat sheet. Cardoza, 5 aces on the night for the Coyotes, and they lead 11-10. Cardoza is going to serve again. And Harper puts it away as it deflects and goes out of bounds, so we're tied here again at 11. Point Vikings. We're tied here. Cal State San Bernardino. They're missing a vital member of their team. Haley Jackson, the senior, transfer from Montana, first team All-CCAA, unable to play due to injury. Grove on the attack. That one's dug out. Good defense by Hayes. Give and go to Harper, and Harper puts it away. Bozel with the assist, Harper with the kill, and Harper now 16 kills on the night. Vikings up 12-11. And this match is living up to the expectations thus far. And a good serve by Phelps on the ace. Good eyes by Aubrey Stevens to let that one hit the out-of-bounds line. Vikings are on a 3-0 run, and Davenport is going to serve. Davenport with the ace, not Phelps. And great set by the Hogue, and Jalen Hayes puts it away as she comes out of the game now for Sasha Dominique. Jalen Hayes. Fantastic play by the sophomore. Both teams very young and very old. A number of seniors, but a number of underclassmen as well. Tolomaltai over to Asia Clark. 2 underclassmen, but that one is blocked by Harper. 14-12 as Gunnerman comes out of the game now, replaced by Thung. You see on this replay here. Taps it, just hits the net, and on the save by Tolomaltai. Point Vikings, 14-12. Asia Clark right there, DeHogue. Over the Grove, taps it over. Good hustle by Stevens, and great job by Thung to hit it over. Great hustle, but Sasha Dominique not impressed. She puts it away. Great job by Sasha Dominique and DeHogue to keep their composure to that great hustle play. You can see on that replay. Crowd went crazy with that fantastic play by Thung. But San Bernardino puts it away. They trail by 1. Bozel over to Phelps, and Phelps hits it wide. And we're tied here again at 14. Plenty of league changes here. We're tied here at 14 as Amy Armstrong, the junior from Rancho Cucamonga, replaces Jeanne DeHogue. Amy Armstrong, mid-back, comes in the game now. Barrett, great serve. Thung right there. Bozel and Davenport just has to hit it over. Dominique with the placement. Bozel right there. Out of system play, but it looks like the Vikings touched the net. So Cal State San Bernardino with their own 3-0 run as we see the Vikings bench. Crowd didn't like the call, but good call by the officials as the net continues to shake. Barrett, float serve again. Thung right there. Bozel over the Harper, deflected, and Cardoza right there to dig it out. And Barrett, and she's going to get hit with the carry. Armstrong out, Hogue back in for the Coyotes, and Harper and Stevens are replaced by Taylor Lyle and Michaela Hall, and we are tied here at 15 points. Taylor Lyle, senior, right-handed serve. Clark to Hogue, back to Clark, and that one's dug out by Thung. Bozel, cross court to Phelps. That one put away by Phelps. Phelps is fired up, and she should be. 14 kills for Phelps on the night to go along with 8 digs so far. Dominique, great timing by the first team All-CCAA selection, but Phelps on top on that interaction. And great placement, but good hustle by Davenport to dig it out. DeHogue gets it over to Clark, and that one's dug out by Davenport. Thung over to Phelps, and that's dug out by Tolomalatai at the net. Hall puts it away. Michaela Hall now with 4 kills on the night. Vikings on a 4-0 run, and San Bernardino calls a timeout. We're going to go to this break. We're here in the third set. Vikings lead 17-15. We'll be right back.
There are over 480,000 college athletes. Only 2% would go pro. That means over 470,000 will not get a shoe contract. No autographs. No private jets. No fan clubs. No Hall of Fame inductions. Instead, they will walk away with something much more valuable.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
And we're back here at Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Championship between the top 2 teams in the nation, living up to all the much anticipated expectations as the 2 teams are tied at 1 set apiece. Vikings up 17-15, but Cal State San Bernardino comes out of the timeout with a quick point. Point Coyotes. Sasha Dominique, 14 kills on the match. Asia Clark with the serve, and that one out of bounds. Tough break for Cal State San Bernardino, and Brett Bozel's going to serve. 18-16, Vikings with the lead. Brett Bozel, the senior, one of 5 seniors on the squad for the Vikings with the serve. First team All-GNAC, good serve by the senior. Dominique deflected. It looks like Stevens right there. Bozel over the Phelps, and she finds a spot. No man's land. Great placement by the GNAC Player of the Year. Phelps now 15 kills on the night. Vikings up 19-16. Vikings on a 5-1 run as Bozel serves again for the Vikings. DeHogue cross court to Cardoza. Good placement, but Phelps right there. Hall, and that's dug out by Barrett, who's in the game now for Grove. Cardoza puts it away. Clutch kill by the sophomore as Hayes replaces Tolomalatai, and Dominique is going to serve for Cal State San Bernardino. You can see why these 2 teams are 1 and 2 in the national rankings. They are as even as you can get. Vikings faced them earlier this season and won in 5 sets, and it looks like it could head that way tonight. Phelps with the placement, Dominique right there. DeHogue over the Hayes, and on the attempted dig by Stevens, goes out of bounds. Hayes with the kill. Jalen Hayes with her 5th kill of the match. Cal State San Bernardino with 2 straight points as Michaela Hall ties her shoe. Sasha Dominique serving, 14 kills on the match. A .619 hitting percentage, 2 aces as well. She so far doing it all for Cal State, but with the service error, Vikings with the point as Thung out of the game now. Gabby Gutterman back in the game, and Abby Phelps is going to serve. Tough break for Dominique and Cal State. San Bernardino as Phelps serves. Good serve by the senior. DeHogue over the Hayes, and that one dug out by Phelps. Bozel over to Gutterman, and that's blocked back. Great play by Jalen Hayes. Jalen Hayes with the block. Clutch block by the sophomore. Timed it perfectly. The teamwork by Barrett to put that wall up at the net. Gutterman on the serve by DeHogue. She gets it back. She hits it. Tolomalatai right there. Cardoza. That's dug out by Stevens. Bozel over to Phelps. Deflected and out of bounds. Point Vikings. Vikings up 21-19, and Phelps now 16 kills game high, tied with Kaylee Harper. Gabby Gutterman with 11 kills for the Vikings as well. As Asia Clark, DeHogue. Over to Cardoza. That's dug out by Phelps. Great job by the senior. And Hayes, great placement, great adjustment off the tough set by DeHogue. A clutch move by Jalen Hayes. She's having herself a set and a game overall. Jalen Hayes now with 6 kills on the night to go along with 3 blocks. 7.5 points overall as Davenport's right there. Bozo over to Harper, deflected, and great save by DeHogue. Incredible angle. I don't know how she hit it over as DeHogue gets it over to Grove. That one dug out by Phelps. Bozel over the Gutterman, taps it over. Good placement, but again dug out by DeHogue. Out of system play over to Cardoza and dug out by Phelps. Bozel over to Davenport, and that one deflects and goes out of bounds. Cal State San Bernardino almost stole a point there. Some great defense. The Vikings put it away. Davenport hits it off of Clark, the freshman, and she's going to serve. The sophomore, right-handed serve, hits it over. Clark right there mishandles it, almost hits the speaker. Cardoza and Tolomalatai just has to tap it over. Davenport, Bozel over to Harper, and that one dug and out of bounds. Vikings up 23-20. Cal State San Bernardino calls a timeout. We're going to keep things here, but the Vikings are up 23-20. So far, fantastic match here. Everything anyone could have asked for. Top 2 teams in the nation. Incredibly competitive. Winner moves on to the Elite 8 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on November 29th. West Region, the last team to determine who's going to represent the region. Earlier today, the other 7 teams were determined in the Atlantic Division. Wheeling Jesuit, who beat the Vikings earlier this year, number 12 team in the nation, beat Seton Hill 3-2. Concordia St. Paul lost to Washburn 3-2 as well. So Washburn, the number 8 team in the nation, will represent the Central Region. In the East, the surprise team, American International, swept Holy Family to represent the East Region. Lewis beat Rockhurst in the Midwest Region. The number 25 team in the nation won in 4 sets. They will represent the Midwest. In the South, the University of Tampa won in 4 sets, beating Palm Beach. And Wingate beat SC Aiken in straight sets. The number 24 team in the nation will represent the Southeast Region. And in the South Central Region, Tarleton State, the number 13 team in the nation, beat Texas A&M Commerce in 4 sets. And the winner of this match will be the West Region representative and the final team determined. And a great bounce back by Cal State San Bernardino as Jalen Hayes represents Sasha Dominique. And Tolomalatai is going to serve for Cal State San Bernardino. So good move. Coming out of the timeout by San Bernardino as Gutterman puts it away. Gabby Gutterman, 12 kills on the match. She is taken out by Thung. 364 hitting percentage for Gutterman. The Vikings now 1 point away from taking this vital 3rd set here as Thung serves it over. Cardoza, DeHogue over to Dominique, and clutch kill by Sasha Dominique. Another match, actually checked out another set point for the Vikings as Grove comes out of the game for San Bernardino, replaced by Hannah Barrett. And Barrett's going to serve for the Coyotes. Barrett with the serve. Thung. Bozel over the Harper. Taps it over, and she gets the kill off of the placement. Good adjustment off of the tough set by Bozel. The Vikings take the 3rd set here. 25-22, as you can see on this replay here. Great adjustment by Harper, going for the power move, and at the last second just taps it over. The Vikings take the 3rd set 25-22, and they are up 2 sets to 1. After this break will be the 4th set here at Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Championship match. We'll be right back.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
And welcome back to Western Washington University on Weeku Court for this West Regional Championship women's volleyball match between Cal State San Bernardino and Western Washington University. And it is as close as anticipated. Vikings with a 2-1 advantage over Cal State San Bernardino, but all 3 sets very close. Coyotes took the first set 25-23. Vikings took the next 2 sets 25-22, and we're getting ready for this 4th set. We're going to go over some stats from the first 3 sets, starting with Cal State San Bernardino leading them in kills. Cardoza and Dominique with 15 apiece, 7 kills by Jalen Hayes, 43 assists by J.Ann DeHoog, and 13 digs by Lailia Tolamalatai and J.Ann DeHoog, and 11 digs by Alexis Cardoza. 16 blocks by the Coyotes with a hitting percentage of .328. For the Vikings, 16 kills by Abby Phelps, but leading them Kaylee Harper with 18 kills. 12 kills for Gabby Gutterman. 46 assists by Brett Bozel. 13 digs by Abby Phelps. 16 digs by Aubrey Stevens. 14 blocks and a .294 hitting percentage for the Vikings. As we move on to this 4th set, Vikings 1 set away from moving on to the Elite 8. Cal State San Bernardino trying to take this 4th set, force it to a 5th set. Both teams incredibly evenly matched here. Vikings played San Bernardino earlier this year, won in 5 sets. And we might be heading this way tonight. As Gutterman on the attack, and that's a great block by Jalen Hayes. Jalen Hayes with the block, and Cal State San Bernardino up 1-0 here in this 4th set. Sasha Dominique, 15 kills on the night, first team all CCAA with the serve. Stevens, Bozel over the Harper. Dominique in the right position, but Harper puts it away. Sasha Dominique unfortunately stuck between a set and a bump here. But Harper now 19 kills on the match. Allison Davenport is going to serve. Dominique replaced by Tolamalatai. And Hayes puts it away. Jalen Hayes with her 8th kill of the match. Incredibly efficient, a .583 hitting percentage. Dominique with a .636 hitting percentage. So Cal State San Bernardino doing a great job of taking advantage of their attempts. Phelps with the attack, dug out by DeHoog, and Grove on the attack. And Bozel unable to hit it back into play. So Cal State San Bernardino off to a 3-1 lead here in this 4th set. They're trying to force a 5th set here at Weeku Court. J.Ann DeHoog, the setter of the year for the CCAA with the serve. Davenport, Stevens, over to Gutterman, and that one's dug out by DeHoog. Bozel right there, but good anticipation by Cardoza. DeHoog cross court to Cardoza, and that one's blocked by Harper. But Cardoza with the kill. 16 kills on the night for Cardoza to go along with 11 digs. The Hogue's going to serve again for the Coyotes. Harper puts it away, hits the top of the net, but it gets in the middle of the court, hits some blue. Harper now with 20 kills on the match, a .543 hitting percentage. Gunnerman out of the game now. Mei Thung is going to serve. Thung, the junior from Kent, with the serve as Jalen Hayes hits it wide. Possible deflection, but Jalen Hayes hits it wide, so point Vikings. Definitely not a deflection in that play. As Thung gets it over, Cardoza, the Hogue back to Cardoza, the give and go. Good placement by the sophomore. Great defense by the Vikings as Cardoza on the attack again, and that one is blocked by Bolzel. De Hogue over the Grove. Thung right there. Bolzel cross court. The Phelps dug out by Tolamalatai. De Hogue back to Grove, and that one is blocked. Good anticipation by Jalen Hayes. Jalen Hayes coming in clutch for Cal State San Bernardino, just like Gabby Gunnerman has came in clutch for the Vikings. Jalen Hayes with the kill, and Cardoza. Hayes now with 9 kills on the match, a .500 hitting percentage, and Cardoza is going to serve. Good serve by the sophomore, out of system play. Over the Phelps, now it's deflected. De Hogue right there. Tolamalatai. Back to Asia Clark, the freshman, and she gets it in there. 6-3. Cal State San Bernardino coming out with some great energy here. They're trying to force a 5th set here on Weeku Court in this West Regional Championship match. And Cardoza is going to serve again. CCAA Player of the Year with the serve. Thung, Bolzel over to Phelps, and that one dug out by Tolamalatai. De Hogue over to Clark, taps it over. Phelps right there. Bolzel over to Harper, and Harper hits it long. 7-3. Cal State San Bernardino on top here in this 4th set, and Diane Flick-Williams calls a timeout. Vikings up 2-1, but Cal State San Bernardino trying to force a 5th set, up 7-3. We'll be right back.
These are your teams, your players, your community of fans. This is where they play, where they practice, where you cheer. At every meet, every event, every game. Your community is passionate, dedicated, supportive. You know the tension of a close game and the thrill of the win. So while you're cheering, keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Tournament Championship for women's volleyball. Western Washington University, number 2 team in the nation, facing off against Cal State San Bernardino, the number 1 team in the nation. Vikings are up 2-1, but Cal State San Bernardino up 7-3 in this 4th set. They're trying to force a 5th set here at this regional tournament. Winner will move on to the Elite 8 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on November 29th. West Region, the last region to determine a representative. And Alexis Cardoza, the CCAA Player of the Year, is going to serve. Right-handed serve for Cardoza. And that one's long. Good eyes by Mei Thung and Allison Davenport to let that one go. And Stevens and Harper out of the game now. Taylor Lyle and Michaela Hall back in the game. Taylor Lyle, serving specialist for the Vikings, comes in. De Hogue over the Hayes, and Hayes hits it into the net. 2 straight points by the Vikings. You can see on this replay here, Jalen Hayes having herself a great night. Unfortunate error by San Bernardino. And Taylor Lyle is going to serve again. The senior, one of 5 seniors on the team for the Vikings. Cardoza, De Hogue over the Grove. That one dug out by Thung. Bolzel. Phelps deflected. Good dig by Tolamalatai, out of system play, and Clark has it. Dug out by Lyle. Bolzel over the Hall, taps it over, pushes it to the back, but good hustle by Cardoza. De Hogue over the Clark, she tries it herself, and Thung right there. Bolzel over the Hall, dug out by De Hogue. Tolamalatai over to Clark, and she gets that through. Great hustle by Cal State San Bernardino, set up by Cardoza with the great dig in the back corner on the push by Michaela Hall. You can see on this replay here, good timing by Hall, but Asia Clark puts it through. 6 kills for Asia Clark on the night. Tola Malatai, right-handed serve. Thung, Bozel over the Harper, and that one's blocked back. And looks like that was Asia Clark with the block. Cal State San Bernardino up 9-5. Bozel, you can see on this replay, Harper on the attack. Actually, that was Sasha Dominique with the block. And Tola Malatai with the serve. Bozel, great hit over by Bozel. And mistimed jump, miscommunication by DeHogue and Dominique. So tough break for Cal State San Bernardino. They lead 9-6, and Brett Bozel is going to serve. One of the 5 seniors for Western Washington University. First team All-GNAC. And Grove on the attack, and that one is dug out by Thung. Bozel over to Davenport, and that one blocked and hit up by Dominique, and Asia Clark deflects it. The freshman, good dig by Stevens. Bozel over to Phelps, and that one hit wide. So point Cal State San Bernardino as it went out of bounds. That was a good catch by head coach Kim Chernus, using the one hand, her 28th season as the head coach for Cal State San Bernardino. Good serve by Barrett. Davenport just has to bump it over. Barrett, DeHogue, over to Dominique, and she puts it away. Sasha Dominique now matches Cardoza with 16 kills on the night. And Sasha Dominique, she's the junior, transfer from Loyola Marymount. Bozel over to Phelps, and a good dig by Cardoza, but that one goes into the crowd. Abby Phelps with the kill. Phelps now with 17 kills on the match. 14 digs. And Phelps is going to serve as Gabby Gunnerman comes in for Mei Thung. Phelps again with the serve. Tola Malatai, DeHogue over the Dominique, and Dominique now leads the team in kills with 17. Great performance by the junior. She hits it between Stevens and Phelps, and Asia Clark is going to serve. Asia Clark, the freshman, hits it into the net. Service error by Asia Clark. Vikings with the much-needed point. And they trail by 4. Aubrey Stevens is going to serve. Aubrey Stevens, the senior. On the play, Michaela Hall was replaced by Kaylee Harper. It's Asia Clark right there. DeHogue, cross court to Cardoza, taps it over. Bozel right there. Out of system play, over to Phelps. That one dug out by Barrett. DeHogue over to Dominique. Good placement. But Stevens with the dig. But Dominique with the block. Actually, Cardoza with the block. And 13-8. Cal State San Bernardino up by 5. They're trying to force a 5th set. And into the game now, we got Adriana Buen-Rostro, the freshman from Riverside, California, to replace Dominique, and she's going to serve. Buen-Rostro has gotten limited playing time this tournament, but has made the most of it. Serving specialist, and a good serve by the freshman, Bozel. Cross court to Gunnerman, and Gunnerman puts it away. Clutch kill by Gunnerman, 13 kills on the night. 320 hitting percentage by the redshirt freshman. Buen-Rostro is now replaced by Sasha Dominique. And Dominique is now replaced by Tola Malatai, and Allison Davenport is going to serve. Allison Davenport, sophomore, with the serve. Asia Clark right there. 50-50 ball. And great hustle by Stevens. And Gunnerman just has to tap it over. Tola Malatai, DeHogue, over to Cardoza, and another block, but good reaction by Tola Malatai. Clark, and she hits it long. We're seeing some fantastic defense by both teams, as it is a winner go home. See on this replay here, great attack by Asia Clark, but Allison Davenport is going to serve. 2 straight points by the Vikings. Good serve by the sophomore. Cardoza, DeHogue, and great job by DeHogue to just hit that one over, save the point, deflected out of bounds by Gunnerman. Barrett out of the game now, Grove back in. You can see now 50-50 ball. DeHogue, the senior, comes out on top. Clutch play by the senior. Phelps on the attack, and that one's blocked by Cardoza. Actually, Jalen Hayes. Cardoza and Hayes were both at the net, and Hayes was the one who gets credited with the block, her 5th block of the match. Bozel over the Harper, and a much-needed point by the Vikings. Kaylee Harper with 21 kills on the match. Gutterman out, Thung back in, she's going to serve. And Harper also efficient on the night, a .514 hitting percentage with a couple blocks. Good serve by Thung, and she gets the ace. Clutch ace by May Thung, the junior from Kent, Washington, Kent Ridge High School. She's going to serve again for the Vikings. Right-handed serve again, a good serve. Over to Cardoza, dug out by Thung. Bozel right there to Harper, and she puts it away. 3 straight points by the Vikings. And again, we are within 2 points between the two teams. Vikings on a 5-2 run. Tolamalatai to Hogue. Over the Grove, dug out by Stevens. Bozel, cross court to Phelps, deflected. Asia Clark right there to Hogue. Over to Jalen Hayes, and that's dug out by Stevens. Bozel, cross court to Phelps, and a great block. Clutch block by San Bernardino, and that's how you stop momentum. Jalen Hayes with her 6th block of the match. Great job by Jalen Hayes. The Vikings were on a 3-0 run, and that's the kind of defensive play you need to force a 5th set here. Bozel over the Phelps, and that one's dug out by Tolamalatai. To Hogue over to Asia Clark, and dug out by Thung. Bozel cross court to Phelps, deflected and out of bounds. Vikings on a 4-1 run. Taylor Lyle in the game, Michaela Hall in the game, Harper and Stevens out. And Phelps now with her 18th kill of the match, 14 digs. Taylor Lyle serving specialist for the Vikings. Good serve by the senior, the Hogue. Over the Hayes, good placement by Hayes, but pancaked by Davenport Thung. The Vikings live another day. Over the Grove, and that one's blocked by the Vikings. Hayes to Hogue, over the Grove, and another block by Phelps. Hayes taps it over, and great job by Hayes. Jalen Hayes has done a fantastic job of stopping the momentum by Western Washington University. And she comes out of the game now for Sasha Dominique. Hayes now with 10 kills on the match, a .389 hitting percentage. And Tolamalatai is going to serve for San Bernardino. Phelps, Tolamalatai with the dig to Hogue. Over to Dominique, deflected. Stevens right there. Bozel, cross court to Phelps, and that one's blocked, but it goes through. Abby Phelps with the kill. Cal State San Bernardino up by 2. But Jalen Hayes for the Coyotes doing a fantastic job of stopping momentum on runs by the Vikings on points look to be certain. And somehow Grove hits the net and gets it in there. Michaela Grove with the kill, and she comes out for Hannah Barrett to serve. Michaela Grove now 8 kills on the match. And Hannah Barrett is going to serve. San Bernardino up by 3, trying to force a 5th set here. Phelps, Bozel over the Hall, and she hits the net herself with the ball, but she gets the kill. Michaela Hall, 5 kills on the match now. So not a lot of kills for Hall, but not a lot of attempted. She does have 3 assists. She's capable of turning it on at any moment. First team all GNAC selection. Dominique right there, and a little bit of miscommunication on that play. Bozel was in the right position, but Davenport hits it out. Can't fault the hustle and the reaction. You'd rather have 2 people go for it than nobody at all. And 19-16 as Asia Clark serves. Freshman with the serve, Phelps right there. Bozel over the Hall, dug out by Barrett. The Hogue dumps it over, but Bozel's right there. Out of system play over. And that one's blocked on the attack by Davenport, but Phelps on the attack, dug out by Tolamalatai, and Cardoza hits it through. Alexis Cardoso now with 17 kills, and Diane Flick-Williams wants a timeout. We're in the 4th set of this regional championship match here at Western Washington University. Cal State San Bernardino tries to force a 5th set. They're up 20-16. We'll be right back.
NCAA Teamworks is how the NCAA, member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners actively engage in outreach efforts where national championships are played. Through initiatives such as NCAA Community 101 service learning projects, disaster relief efforts, youth clinics, backpack and school supply donations, and support of the Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the NCAA and its partners work together to leave a lasting legacy in the community. For more information on NCAA Teamworks, go to ncaa.com/teamworks.
And welcome back to WWU Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this regional championship match between the top 2 teams in the nation, Western Washington University and Cal State San Bernardino. Vikings are up 2-1. Cal State San Bernardino up 20-16, and they're trying to force a 5th set here in this regional championship match. Both teams with a relatively easy way to the championship, although they had to endure some tough sets along the way, but only 1 set lost between the 2 teams in this regional tournament. Vikings swept both Cal State East Bay in the first round and then swept Cal Poly Pomona last night. And Cal State San Bernardino swept Chaminade in day 1, and in day 2, they beat Central Washington in 4 sets. These 2 teams are as even as you can ask for. Phelps hits it long. So Cal State San Bernardino now 4 points away from forcing a 5th set in this championship match. And Asia Clark's going to serve, the freshman. Right-handed serve, and service error by Asia Clark. As DeHoog's going to come back in. Amy Armstrong was in for DeHoog for a short period of time. DeHoog, the setter of the year for the CCAA. And Stevens is going to serve. Asia Clark, DeHoog, over to Dominique, and that one goes wide. 2 straight points by the Vikings. Cal State San Bernardino now up by 3 as Stevens is going to serve. The senior, the libero, one of 5 seniors for the Vikings, playing in their last match ever here at Carver Gymnasium in WWU Court. Cardoso puts it away. Almost dug out by Phelps, but Cardoso, the CCAA Player of the Year with the clutch kill. Cal State San Bernardino now up by 4 points, and they are 3 points away from forcing a 5th set here in this championship match. And in the game now, Adriana Buenrostro, the freshman, serving, coming in for Sasha Dominique. And a great dig by Barrett, but that one goes out of bounds. Harper with the kill. 23 kills by Harper. Hitting percentage of .538 to go along with 1 block. Sasha Dominique back in the game now, and she is now replaced by Tola Malatai, the libero, and Allison Davenport is going to serve. Vikings trying to win this 4th set, but they have some work to do here. Cardoso again. And she now leads Cal State San Bernardino with 19 kills as Grove replaces Barrett. You can see on this play, Cal State San Bernardino on a 5-2 run. Phelps deflects it. DeHoog right there. Tolamalatai over the Grove. He just has to tap it over, but they're going to get Grove for touching the net. So point Vikings, but Cal State San Bernardino just has to trade points with the Vikings in order to win this set and force the 5th set. Gunnerman out of the game now. May Thung back in. Thung with a knuckle serve. Bozel over the Hayes, and she hits it into the net. Maybe even got away with the carry there. And Coach Kim Chernis calls a timeout, and we're going to keep things here. Cal State San Bernardino up 23-21. They win this 4th set. We're going to go to 5 sets here in this regional championship match. And it is as close as anticipated. Top 2 teams in the nation, Cal State San Bernardino, number 1 in the coaches poll. Vikings, number 2. But in the regional poll, the Vikings are number 1. Cal State San Bernardino, number 2. Due to the head-to-head win by the Vikings earlier this season, the Vikings won in 5 sets. Winner will move on to the Elite 8 in Pittsburgh on November 29th. And the winner of this match will join Wheeling Jesuit, Washburn, American International, Lewis, Tarleton State, Wingate, and Tampa. All part of their own regions. Atlantic region, Central, East, Midwest, South Central, Southeast, and South. And these 2 teams are fighting to represent the West. And whoever wins this match will more than likely be the number 1 seed of the tournament, given that the top 2 teams in the nation are facing off. And after the San Bernardino timeout, May Thung comes back, and she's going to serve. May Thung, the junior from Kent Ridge High School in Kent, serves it over. Good serve. Cardoza right there. Give and go to Cardoza, and another clutch kill by Cardoza. And Cardoza with the kill. She puts Cal State San Bernardino 1 point away from taking this 4th set. Cardoza with the serve. Thung right there. Bozel behind her back to Harper. And that one's blocked and put away, and that's how we're going to end this 4th set. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to 5 sets here. Carver Gymnasium and Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. So winner of this next set will move on to the Elite 8. Janda Hogue and Brett Bozel with the coin toss, deciding who's going to serve first. And we're going to go to a break. And when we come back, both teams are going to determine who represents the West region in the Elite 8, whether it's Western Washington University or Cal State San Bernardino. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
And welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University for this West Regional Championship match between the top 2 teams of the nation, Cal State San Bernardino and Western Washington University. And as expected, we're headed to a 5th and deciding set to determine the winner of this West region and also determine who moves on to the Elite 8 held in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on November 29th. As you can see on your monitor at home, these are some replays from set number 4. And let's go over some stats here from the first 4 sets, starting with Cal State San Bernardino. 20 kills for the CCAA Player of the Year, Alexis Cardoza. 18 kills for Sasha Dominique. 10 kills for Jalen Hayes. 55 assists by Janda Hogue. 20 digs by Lailia Tolamalatai. And 18 digs by Janda Hogue. And 12 digs by Alexis Cardoza. 12 team blocks. Great defensive performance so far by the Coyotes. And a .299 hitting percentage for San Bernardino. For Western Washington, 23 kills for Kaylee Harper, 19 kills for Abby Phelps, 56 assists by Brett Bozel, 22 digs by Aubrey Stevens, 15 digs by May Thung, 14 digs by Abby Phelps, 5 team blocks, and a .234 hitting percentage for the Vikings. And we are getting ready for this 5th and deciding set of this regional championship match. And going into this tournament, a lot of people predicted these 2 teams would meet up. And that's exactly what happened. And going into this match, a lot of people predicted that this thing would go 5 sets. That has also happened. To start this 5th set, Aubrey Stevens is going to serve for the Vikings. Asia Clark to Hogue over to Cardoza, and that one's blocked and put back. Harper with the block. Vikings finally stop Alexis Cardoza on the attack. Harper with the block. Vikings up 1-0 in this 5th set. This has been a dogfight here. Asia Clark's to Hogue over the Dominique. 50-50 ball, and Cardoza puts it away. Alexis Cardoza, 21 kills on the night, responsible for 25 points. It's Wayne Rostro back in the game now for Sasha Dominique, serving specialist for the Coyotes. Wayne Rostro with the serve. Davenport, Bozel over the Phelps, and that one dug out by Clark. To Hogue over to Cardoza, deflected by Davenport, out of system play. Gunnerman, and that one dug out by Clark. 50-50 ball, and that one is put back by Asia Clark. Bozel over to Gunnerman, taps it over. Barrett right there to Hogue. Cross court to Cardoza. She taps it over. Stevens right there. Bozel over to Harper, and Harper puts it through. Kaylee Harper now, 24 kills on the match. 500 hitting percentage. Bozel with the assist. She now has 57 assists. Both the Hogue and Bozel having a great night setting. And Allison Davenport with the serve. Tolomaltai replaced. Dwayne Rostro and Allison Davenport with the ace for Western Washington University. 5 aces so far for Davenport. She's having herself a game, serving-wise. Cardoza to Hogue. On the attack, Harper puts it away. And Harper with the kill puts the Vikings up 4-1. Bozel almost touched the net on that play. And Davenport is going to serve. Davenport right-handed serve. Clark right there. To Hogue over the Hayes. Paintbrush tip, and she gets it in there. 4-2. San Bernardino down by 2 as Grove replaces Barrett. A little bit of a mistimed jump. But Hayes having herself a great night. 11 kills, 7 blocks. Stevens, Bozel over to Gunnerman on the attack, and she puts it away. Gabby Gunnerman, 14 kills for the redshirt freshman. She's replaced by Thung. 5-2, Vikings with the lead. Winner of this match moves on to Pittsburgh in 2 weeks for the Elite 8. An unfortunate service error by May Thung. Hit the bottom of the net. Ladies and gentlemen, it is as electric as you would expect in a 5th set. Most of the crowd represented by Western Washington University, but Cal State San Bernardino's brought a good cheering section of their own as Harper puts it away. Harper now 26 kills on the night, 523 hitting percentage. She comes out, Steven comes out, Taylor Lyle back in the game, and Michaela Hall. And Taylor Lyle is going to serve, serving specialist for the Vikings. Right-handed serve. Asia Clark right there. To Hogue with the Grove, taps it over. Dug out. Out of system play over to Phelps. And that one goes through. Great block attempt by Grove. That one goes out of bounds, and the Vikings are up 7-3. Cal State San Bernardino with the timeout. We're going to go to break here in this 5th set. Vikings up 7-3. Winner moves on to the Elite 8. We'll be right back.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you? And
welcome back to Weeku Court on the campus of Western Washington University. So you can see the cheerleaders getting the crowd pumped up, but they don't need the cheerleaders tonight. The Vikings and the Coyotes putting on a classic match for this regional championship match. Winner moves on to the Elite Eight in 2 weeks in Pittsburgh. Both teams tied at 2 sets apiece. We're in the deciding 5th set here. Timeout on the floor by Cal State San Bernardino before we're coming off of that timeout as Taylor Lyle serves. Dominique DeHogue over to Hayes, and clutch kill by Jalen Hayes. Jalen Hayes with 12 kills on the match. 7-4. Hayes out of the game now. Dominique back in. And Lailia Toloamalatai is going to serve. Thung, Bozel over the hall, and good dig by DeHogue. Toloamalatai over to Clark, and Clark hits it long. Cal State San Bernardino wanted a deflection. Didn't look like there was one there. Both sides are going to switch benches here. Vikings at the midway point of this 5th set, up 8-4. You can hear the crowd in the background cheering on the Vikings. Vikings 7 points away from moving on to the Elite Eight. And we're going to get things started. Short break. But Brett Bozel's going to serve. Brett Bozel, one of 5 seniors. A little bit of superstition by the redshirt freshman of the Vikings right there on the serve as DeHogue gets it over Dominique, and that one's dug out by Stevens. Bozel over to Phelps on the attack. Great defensive dig by Toloamalatai. Deflected, and another dig by Toloamalatai. Actually, that one was by Thung. Phelps deflected. DeHogue hits it up. Good hustle by Clark, and set over by DeHogue. Bozel over the Hall, and Hall puts it away. Michaela Hall having a quiet night so far, but coming in clutch for the Vikings, the senior, and another timeout on the floor by Cal State San Bernardino. We're going to keep things here as the Vikings look to string together some points and win this 5th set. Cal State San Bernardino trying to come back, and they're definitely capable of doing so. Top 2 teams in the nation, giving the crowd a great showing. As you can hear the crowd say, WWU. Seeing some parents in the crowd nervously anticipating, because nothing is certain here. We've all seen enough volleyball in between the top 2 teams in the nation. Any run can happen at any moment. And that was a good timeout by Kim Chernis. She's in her 28th season as the head coach of the Coyotes. Diane Flick-Williams talking to her team in her 19th season. Vikings 6 points away from moving on to the Elite Eight. Last region, the West region, to determine who's going to move on. And Brett Bozel's going to serve again on the court for the Vikings. Hall, Davenport, Phelps, Thung, Stevens, and serving Bozel. DeHogue, Dominique, Clark, Cardoza, Grove, and Toloamalatai. For Cal State San Bernardino, good bounce back by San Bernardino. That kill by Dominique, having herself a great night. A 548 hitting percentage with 19 kills. San Bernardino with a much-needed attack and kill right there. They trail by 4 as Hannah Barrett's in the game now for Grove. She's going to serve. Good serve by Barrett. Bozel over to Phelps, and Phelps hits it through. Vikings up 10-5 as Gutterman replaces May Thung, and Phelps is going to serve. Phelps, 21 kills on the match between her and Harper, responsible for 47 kills for the Vikings. And good bounce back by Cal State San Bernardino. Dominique now 20 kills, 562 hitting percentage as Amy Armstrong replaces the setter of the year, Jan DeHogue. DeHogue will definitely take a short rest. Bozel over to Gutterman. That one is dug out and a great job on the attack. Hall just tips it over, 50-50 ball, and Hall puts it back. Hall with the kill. As mentioned earlier, to her standards, having a quiet night, but quietly has put together 7 kills and 2 clutch kills in this 5th set. Vikings are up 11-6 as Stevens is going to serve. Clark to Hogue, cross court to Cardoza, and that one's blocked. Gutterman right there. Davenport out of system play to Phelps, and Phelps hits it long. Hayes back in the game now. Buen Rostro also in the game now to replace Tolamalatai. And Dominique, and Armstrong's going to replace the Hogue. Buen Rostro is going to serve. 11-7. Vikings 4 points away from moving on to the Elite 8. Stevens right there. Bozel behind her back to Davenport, and she hits it long. And the Vikings, they're going to say that it was deflected. And there is no replay in this regional tournament. So Cal State San Bernardino looking puzzled. And honestly, from this angle, it did not look like it was deflected, but we'd have to see a replay. But nonetheless, the Vikings with the point. They're up 12-7, 3 points away from moving on. Davenport, the sophomore, with the serve. The Hogue over to Cardoza, and that one's blocked and put away. Cardoza now with 22 blocks. Actually, check that, 22 kills on the match as Barrett comes out of the game now and Grove replaces her. Everybody either on their feet or on the edge of their seat in this 5th set. Bozel over to Gutterman, and that was deflected and in. Gutterman with her 14th kill. As she comes out, Thung replaces her. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vikings are 2 points away from heading on to the Elite 8. Cal State San Bernardino trying to bounce back here. Hayes taps it over. Bozel out of system play. Over to Phelps. That one, clutch dig by DeHogue. Hayes taps it over. Stevens, Bozel, over to Phelps, and that one dug out by Asia Clark. DeHogue, over to Cardoza, and Cardoza puts it through. Cardoza putting the team on her back. The CCAA Player of the Year is trying to string together an amazing 5th set comeback with the Vikings 2 points away from winning this thing. And Cal State San Bernardino, #1 team in the nation, #2 in the region. And a tough break for San Bernardino as Cardoza hits it wide. Harper out of the game now. Stevens now in the game. Taylor Lyle in the game. And Michaela Hall for the Vikings. And everybody is on their feet here at Wiku Court, yelling one. Cardoza on the attack, and she puts it in. Cardoza again with her 23rd, actually check that, 24th kill of the match. The Vikings are still 1 point away. Match point here as Tolamalatai is going to serve for the Coyotes. 1 point away from going to the Elite 8. Thung, Bozel over the Hall, and she hits it into the net. And point Coyotes. As she hits it into the net, it became a 4-hit rally. So point Coyotes. 2 straight points by Cal State San Bernardino. We're going to keep things here. Vikings 1 point away from going on to the Elite 8. Cal State San Bernardino trying to put together a crazy run to try to steal this 5th set and the match. We've seen some fantastic volleyball here tonight in this regional tournament for the West region. Quick timeout for the Vikings as they head back to the court. And Cal State San Bernardino trying to get something going. They're starting it a little bit. They've had 2 straight points before Diane Flick-Williams called her timeout. And now they're getting ready to go on to the court. Winner of this match moves on to Pittsburgh in 2 weeks. Everybody in the gymnasium is on their feet, besides maybe a couple of photographers, and for good reason, getting some good shots here for the Western Front. Tola Molotai is gonna serve. Crowd yells one, meaning 1 point away from taking this match. Service by Tola Molotai. Thung, Bozel, over to Phelps, and another block by Dominique. And just like that, Cal State San Bernardino on a 3-0 run. They're showing some amazing grit here. They do not want to go home. Phelps is right there. Bozel over the hall, taps it over. Dominique right there. DeHogue over to Dominique. Tapped, out of system play. Over the Phelps, deflected. DeHogue, good dig. Tola Molotai over to Asia Clark. Davenport, Bozel over to Phelps, and Phelps puts it away! And ladies and gentlemen, Western Washington University is heading on to the Elite Eight. They will represent the West region. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a classic match between the top two teams in the nation. As you can see on this final play, incredible performance by both teams, but Western Washington University will move on to the Elite Eight as Phelps, fittingly, the GNAC Player of the Year, puts it away for the Vikings. And I got to calm myself down a little bit because my heart is beating just like everybody else's here. Fantastic match. Congratulations to Cal State San Bernardino for another great season. Winners of the CCAA, making it all the way to the regional championship match, and they forced 5 sets against the Vikings. The Vikings are moving on. As you can see, members of the squad congratulating each other as the crowd does a bow down symbol. Vikings winning this West Regional Championship. Incredible performance by the number 2 team in the nation, number 1 in the region. And let's go over some stats here as we're getting ready for the award ceremony. Here's some stats. 24 kills by Alexis Cardoza for the Coyotes, 20 kills by Sasha Dominique, 12 kills by Jalen Hayes, 62 assists by Jay DeHogue, 21 digs by Lelia Tola Molotai, 23 digs by Jay DeHogue, 13 team blocks. Great defensive performance by Cal State San Bernardino, a .293 hitting percentage. For the Vikings, 26 kills by Kaylee Harper, the .523 hitting percentage, 22 kills by Abby Phelps, and 65 assists by Brett Bozel, 26 digs by Aubrey Stevens, and 6 blocks by...
With their awards. First, we will start with the all-tournament team. From Azusa Pacific, Natalie Clapp. From Central Washington, Kayla Morgan. From Cal Poly Pomona, Kristen Hamlin and Kira Zimmerman. From Cal State San Bernardino, Jalen Hayes. J.Ann DeHogue, Alexis Cardoza, and Sasha Dominique. And from Western Washington University, Aubrey Stevens, Brett Bozo, Abby Phelps, and Kaylee Harper. And now we would like to recognize the 2018 NCAA Division II Women's Volleyball West Region runner-up. They finished with an overall record of 28-3. They are the Coyotes from Cal State San Bernardino. Is this us?
Yes.
So I can raise it a little bit? Yes. I can get a little funky? And now, fans, congratulations to the new 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball West Regional Champions. They finished with an overall record of 28-3. They are the Vikings from Western Washington University. Will head coach Diane Flick-Williams, her captains and team, please join us at center court. Now this?
Yep.
Three record, 28 straight wins for the Vikings after starting 0-3 to start the season. They're posing with the banner. And the Vikings are moving on to the Elite Eight in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
We'd like to thank you for attending and supporting the NCAA Division II Women's Volleyball Tournament Championship.
And the Vikings are going to join Wheeling Jesuit, Washburn, American International, Lewis, Tampa, Wingate, and Tarleton State, and Western being the 8th and final team out of the West region. And once they get to the region, they are going to be reseeded, but they were likely to be the #1 seed in the Elite Eight tournament. Congratulations again to Cal State San Bernardino. Heck of a season. But Western Washington University, they are moving on to the Elite Eight. Their season is not over. They have aspirations of not just winning this West region, but winning the whole thing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the end of November and the start of December. My name is Sean Church. Thanks for joining me tonight at this fantastic classic 2018 Division II Women's Volleyball Championship West Regional Final. Again, the Vikings win in 5 sets, and they are moving on to the Elite Eight in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening, and have a fantastic night and drive home safely.